dozens of Palestinians seeking food were killed over the weekend by Israeli forces. This is part of a larger trend of deadly incidents at aid sites since the complete aid blockade was lifted in May. Will, why does this keep happening, and what does it say about conditions on the ground?
Conditions in Gaza are so dire that huge throngs of Palestinians rush towards aid distribution sites when they open. And during the month of June, those aid distribution sites were only open for an average of 11 minutes. That means that there's often a mad dash and chaos ensues. And to make matters even worse, these aid distribution sites are in a heavily militarized evacuation zone. That means that this is an area that Palestinians were previously told not to go to, and so that adds to the tension and the risk of escalation.
There are currently two aid systems operating in Gaza, one backed by Israel and the other by the UN. Is either system working, and what should be done to improve the flow of aid?
The UN aid distribution system consists of organizations that have a lot of experience of distributing aid in extremely challenging environments. But the Israeli government has accused them of providing aid that Hamas have diverted. They haven't provided evidence of this, but they have really restricted the amount of aid that UN agencies can distribute, and that has rendered this model ineffective and insufficient. The Israel-backed system has a much greater ability to get aid into Gaza, but it doesn't have the same amount of experience in delivering aid in challenging conditions, and they haven't been doing so according to established humanitarian principles of independence and neutrality. And that is what has caused some of the chaos that we've seen, with more than 1,000 people killed at these aid distribution sites over the past few months. So in order to improve aid flows, the most important thing is to have a ceasefire. Only a ceasefire would allow aid providers to operate safely and securely in Gaza and get aid to the people in need. The United States has important leverage to be able to bring together different aid workers to work through the challenges that Israel has made about aid being diverted, and ultimately to ensure a greater flow of aid to the people who need it.